Did somebody say D&D?
I actually said B&B.
Oh, right, okay.
Ooh, breakfast.
Ooh.
Surprise, we're all going away.
Is it somewhere cold?
God, I hope so.
I don't know.
You obviously planned it.
I didn't plan it.
Yeah.
I just it's a raffle on it.
It's such a surprise you don't even know.
Yeah. I wanted to be part of the surprise too, guys. I just went out onto the street and I said to a random man, "Hi, book me and my 5 friends for a book B&B experience. Here's 300 quid. I'm sure you'll do great."
How nice is that to say? My 5 friends. That's quite a good amount.
Who else is coming, Ben?
Yeah.
Was 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh fuck! I can't count.
Me and my 4 friends is a bit less exciting.
Well, I'm obviously inviting the guy. You know.
Oh, I don't want this random man in our B&B.
And Bumpy's coming.
Of course.
But I don't think she needs a room on her own. So.
But is Bumpy your friend? He's more like family. Sorry.
Well, I guess we're all gonna have to settle for the random Russian man I found outside my apartment.
Can't believe I just misgendered a dinosaur.
Bumpy Bear. They'll be able to afford their own shit.
I don't want to tolerate Ben's jokes on the plane. He's going to be like, "Oh, it's going to be a bumpy ride."
Oh dear.
Well.
It's funnier when it's so delayed.
What I love is not being able to tell sometimes who pressed the sound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did look into getting additional things added, and you can just add sound files to the soundboard on Discord.
I saw that, yeah, because I wanted to do the Titanic theme when we were on that crashing airship.
I don't have any
I
sound.
couldn't possibly do it quick enough.
I don't have any sound files.
No.
Ooh, wait. Oh.
Well, before chaos descends anymore,
Do you think
off with a recap?
I have the sound files of a BJJ trying to do a podcast, so do you think I could just add a 1 hour?
I liked your podcast.
So did I.
Just a fucking 1 hour thing.
I used to listen to it when I drove up to Bracknell.
It was good.
I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy editing it.
No.
Yeah, fair enough.
That was the worst thing in the world. But
I didn't mind it. Just when it worked, I just found the software like really tricky to use. Like, it was fine, and then it got really glitchy, which was just annoying, and I couldn't fix it.
So, and also, it's like, neither of us are like we're professionals, and neither of us really have a lot of time to be like, okay, let me just cut together all these like little individual bits, and like neither of us have like soundproofing. So whenever the neighbors were coming in, or there was a car horn going off outside, you'd be like, all right, I got to cut that bit. But because that was in the middle of a word, I've got to really weirdly cut this now. So that, it was so annoying.
Yeah, this is exactly how I feel at work when I'm trying to make e-learning and there's like people talking next to me and then I'm trying to snip it and I can't snip it in the right place and then I'm trying to match the audio up with the right clip in the video. It drives me mental.
Yeah. Not a fan.
And the whole time I have to listen to my own voice.
Lip syncing the video to the audio.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It's such a pain. I remember doing that in media with like music videos.
Yeah.
I was weirdly good at it. But
yeah, I think that's where all my experience came from. And then every time I'm making my e-learning, I'm having GCSE media flashbacks.
So we're sitting in a line of us all on the mats being like, fuck's sake, like, why won't you match?
Diving into a recap before we get sidetracked again.
I'm already sidetracked.
You guys decided not to investigate the rat's nest any further, but not before Malachi sent Pro to try and see inside, only to meet an unfortunate and untimely demise. Mira was more upset by it, it seemed, whereas Malachi was particularly blasé about the demise of Crow. And so you travelled to Fenfold, a town surrounded by orchards and berry fields. You found rooms at the local tavern, the Hive, and Barkus, the general store owner, directed you to Nona, the head warden. Nona told you about bounty for wolves, as well as the blacksmith Hippolyos, who was looking for someone to help find his missing apprentice, Mathos, and a shipment from Shackleton. You also spoke to Old Larch, a druid for the town, who offered potions in exchange for them finding some rare plants. The party spent the afternoon searching for the plants and signs of the wolves around the village, planning to head to Shackleton the next day to look for Mathos. And because I forgot to keep track, Cadmia also got a room at the Hive where she has been resting her injured leg while you guys have been out talking to various different people.
Oh,
Yay!
So, we skipped ahead a little bit to pick things up the next morning, unless anyone has anything they want to go back to real quickly. Otherwise, we'll pick things up in the morning with you all getting breakfast from Sylvia, the tavern owner.
I did want to do one quick thing. And that was like sort of late night, everyone's gone to bed, pitch black. I'm wandering back over to the druid's place, and I'm knocking at his door.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like, how late are you talking? Like 10-ish, 11-ish after everyone's gone to bed, or like 2, 3
it is
in
like,
the morning in the dead
yeah,
of
it's like
night?
it's like 2:00 in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, so you head over. You have to knock for a little while before he's roused, but eventually you hear sounds of some movement inside, and he comes to the door. You can see he's got like a little like orb of fire in his hand that he's using just as a light source. As he answers the door, and you kind of he's revealed lit by this orange glow.
And I'm just gonna say, from sort of inside my hood and darkness, what did you mean exactly?
He kind of steps back. He basically just steps back, opens the door, and says, "Why don't you come in?"
I will very tentatively head inside, and I will leave Russell outside.
Okay.
And Russell's just going to be flying around.
Okay. Yeah, he takes this like orb of fire and he goes over and he like basically just holds it up to a few candles and begins to kind of light up the room a little bit. He says, "What would you like anything to drink?"
No, I'd rather not waste either of our time.
Fair enough. Well, have a seat.
Yeah, go sit down.
Yeah. And he kind of settles himself at the table across from me and says, "Well, what I meant was, do you need any help? I won't beat around the bush. I know you. I recognize what you are. I recognize that you will have certain requirements, and while you don't cause trouble, I see no reason to not let you pass through the village without issue. I just am aware that someone like you can cause trouble without meaning to."
Choose my words very carefully. How How did you know?
Let's just say they don't call me Old Larch for nothing. I've been around a time or two, and I didn't always live here. I have encountered individuals with your affliction before.
Well, no. I don't need anything from you. Have you perhaps mentioned this to anybody?
Not while I don't have a reason to. As I say, I don't. You seem nice
Can
enough.
I make an insight check on that to see if I think he's
Yeah.
being truthful or maybe half truthing it? 16.
He seems open and honest with you. You don't get the sense he seems perfectly at ease with your presence there. And this conversation doesn't seem to be making him uncomfortable or nervous in any way. So
Okay. I think I spend an almost awkward amount of time just sort of staring at him, getting a read on him a little bit. And I'll just stand and say, well, as long as you don't cause trouble for me, I won't cause trouble for you. I have everything under control. And
wonderful.
it's the
And
door.
your companions, they know?
I've known them for like a day and a half. I don't see why they'd need to.
Well, try not to burden yourself with too many secrets.
Yeah. I'll be fine. Thank you for your concern. And I quickly look into Crow's vision, see if anyone's outside. And upon confirming there's probably no one, head out, head home.
Head back to sleep. Yeah,
Oh.
no problem at all. So, yeah, you all awake the next day, well rested. Malachi has generously paid for rooms and for food for you guys. Who, in a situation like this, who would be the early risers amongst the group?
I think I said last time Malachi is a very early riser anyway, from regiment into rising early. So he'd come downstairs, makeup fresh, all looking good, and yeah, chilling out.
I rise early to watch the
earlier.
birds.
Oh, I am quite. I'm more early than night. I do a little potion brewing.
You're a student though, so early for you is like 12 o'clock, right? Early or late.
Sergeant is definitely.
No.
I mean, she'll grace, I guess. But that's a good point, yeah, I guess. It doesn't really matter that much, but she will avoid the daylight as best she can.
So, was she likely to be more likely to be up late when the moon is out, and then sleep later because of that?
But that's what I was going to say, but then I remembered that she doesn't sleep.
But I guess you would trance.
But I guess, yeah, she
So
trance.
I guess watch the moon go down. Trance.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you all enjoy a very nice, well-made breakfast. For you all, those of you with potentially a high perception might notice that one or two other individuals who had come in for breakfast didn't necessarily have portions quite as large as yours. Sylvia seems to be favouring you after the generous spending from Malachi. So, I put it to you guys. What would you like to do with your day as a group?
Well, last
really
time
quick.
we received many an RPG mission. Collect plants, find missing package.
We have a plan.
The third one. Yes, we did have a plan.
We're going to Shackleton, looking
Okay.
for plants on the way, finding Mathos.
Okay.
We have to
Sounds
find Mathos and the shipment so that we get the most money possible.
Boom. XP maxing.
And we're slaying direwolves on the way.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So there was a general bounty for wolves, as well as an additional bounty for the one dire wolf that had been spotted. Yeah. So, does anyone want to grab anything from the general store or anywhere else before you depart, or have a conversation with anyone who you've met, or would you like to just get on the road?
Before we leave, everyone probably but Malachi, sorry. I'll give a little potion to
Aw.
drink for the day. Drink it in the
thank you.
morning. It'll help you.
Why do you hate Malachi?
Because I can only do it to 3 people, and I'm
Oh.
I got my own potion and just pull out my wineskin.
and if you want to drink it, you'll get 8 temporary hit points
Aw.
until your next long rest, or you've used them.
Mm.
Wait, let me see them.
I need to become more wise.
Thank you.
Then I can let Malachi have some as well.
I considered being kind and saying Malachi can have mine because he paid, but then I remembered he killed Crow.
Exactly.
So I'm going to have it for myself.
I mean, Crow has been resummoned. You know, Malachi bought
Yeah.
some materials, so Crow is
Crow
back.
won't
But
forget.
he was willing to sacrifice him in the first place, and I'm sure he will do it again without hesitation.
And also, Crow, I think this morning is really playing up the being sacrificed card.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Realistically, like in terms of D&D, Crow is fine. But he's obviously really playing up like a slightly bruised wing and fucking looking at me like I'm evil, but also like
Yeah,
like a snide look towards me, like
that's because I've been talking to him.
Yeah, I mean, while Malachi was looking for wolves, Mira did spend a long time trying to teach Crow how to identify different plants the other day.
Yeah,
So-
notice how I didn't sacrifice him.
Yeah. So, I'm just being ganked up on, really.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Okay. You have Crow to hug you. Sometimes. When
Sometimes.
you cry.
When no one else is watching, so that he can get the maximum amount of attention from people.
The first note I've written for this session is that Crow is on a mad guilt trip.
Yeah.
What's that noise?
I was about to say, what is that noise?
That noise is me inputting 8 temp HP potion into the
What are you
on-screen.
using?
I'm using a mouse.
It's so
because
squeaky.
the laptop is all the way down there because we view this on the TV.
Oh,
So I have to use the
so
on-screen.
squeaky, such a squeaky mouse.
This is squeaky. Is this?
Oh, it's clicky noises.
Yeah, it's like
It's like
It sounds like MS Paint.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Try
Yeah.
not to.
So the journey to Shackleton should take around a day, depending on whether or not there are any like travel difficulties and what sort of pace you try to go at and things like that.
Were there two
But-
towns on the way, depending which way we go?
So there were 2 other towns around Shackleton. They are generally between Shackleton and the big city, which is nearby, which is Corfost. So there was
course.
Glenmeadow and Barrymead were the 2 towns. So that Shackleton is a larger town than this. Acts as a slight hub as well between the 3 like small villages. Yeah, so if the villages don't have something, Shackleton might. If Shackleton doesn't have something, then it's kind of a big trip to the city to go and get something.
Cool.
But yeah, so it should take around a day of just walking on foot. So the morning passes as it does. The weather is kind of overcast with a little like patches of blue between the clouds. There's a little breeze for the autumn, and a few of the leaves have certainly started to turn, creating different green and yellow hues among the branches as you walk. The main road out of the village is nothing more than a dirt track with some ruts in it where wagons have repeatedly traversed back and forth, but it's easy enough to navigate for a time. After a handful of hours, however, you hear the sound of rushing water. And within a few more minutes, you can see the fast-moving water of a steady river. Seems to be relatively sort of shallow, at least around the edges, where rocks and things are creating a bit of a disturbance in the water as it rushes along. However, the main thing you notice is the bridge that covers this, or excuse me, the bridge that spans this expanse of water has broken recently. And so you must either find a way across or find an alternative route around.
How big is the gap?
Yeah, how big might the gap be?
So the river is, at this point, is maybe 30, 40 feet across. It's not a huge distance, but at this point where the bridge has been built, it's fast flowing.
Okay.
Because I know how I can get over there.
I know how I can get over there.
Mm,
You do not know how you can get over there.
I do not know how I can get over there.
Oh wait, actually, hold the phone. I might have a thing I can do. Oh no, I get that at second level. Fuck.
I know what I can do for myself, but I don't want to abandon everyone.
Yeah, I can get someone else over as well, but then I'm gonna need to take an hour to get my spell slot back. We level up. You think you can get up? JJ, can we get a quick level up? Quick level up.
I don't know what's that.
Yeah. Just a little one.
Just a little one. The teeny wincy little intimacy little one. No, it's fine. So I can get me and one other person over. So then we just need to figure out how. Mira, how are you getting over there?
Well, I'm thinking I've seen many a flying creature in which I can wild shape, but I'm trying to consider if I may have seen a creature that's big enough to carry something with it.
You may need to watch with wild shape because I'm not sure you're able to fly at this level.
Just
think-
double checking because I can't. They did change the rules, and I can't remember whether they changed the restrictions.
Oh,
on,
of course. Yeah, sorry, we're using new rules.
Yes.
maybe.
So yes, you can't turn into something with a fly speed until level
Shit.
8 as a druid.
Shit. Fuck.
Could you turn into a fish?
You could turn into a fish.
I would just get taken downstream.
But you could veer left as you're
You
going
could-
downstream.
You could be like a little mouse and I could throw you. Or someone else could throw
Shit,
you.
the velocity
Oh,
might
yeah,
kill
could-
me.
You could be a little mouse
just
and
become
I could
yourself
take you
again.
over when I jump over. Because the way I'm getting over is I have a spell called Jump, which allows me to jump 30 feet. So if we find just a
Distance.
really narrow
Can a
point of
wolf
the
jump, do you think?
Oh, that's a very good question. How far can a wolf jump?
So jump is based on your strength score. You can jump something like, and I am just going to look this up to double check because the rules are a bit weird. But off the top of my head, you can jump something like a number of feet horizontally equal to your strength score. If you have a run up, which obviously you do at this point. So if you had a strength score of like 10, you could jump 10 feet. If you had a strength score of 20, you could jump 20 feet.
Okay.
And then
Could we-
vertically, I think it's your modifier in feet. So if you have a strength of +2, you could jump 2 feet vertically. But I will just look it up to double check. So
What does
carry
that
on
mean?
brainstorming.
-2.
I think it's to a minimum of. So you can jump. I think you can jump like a minimum of 5 feet. Or
You
something.
try and
My
go forwards, and you
strength is
actually go
not of
backwards.
interest.
Yeah.
So if you were a wolf, it would be the wolf stats for jumping. But yeah, I don't. Even a wolf
Okay.
is not going to be able to jump far enough.
I'm looking at a list of level 2 wild shapes, and one of them is giant diseased rat.
Hell yeah.
I've seen some giant rats.
Did any
That's
of them have a disease?
And is that disease like jumping fever?
I could be a lizard. I could be a riding horse. Could a horse traverse a stream, a fast-moving stream?
Oh, could you be like a hippo?
It's also giving me elk. I feel like elks are quite strong.
I know one elk that was.
Get over it. I joke. Please don't.
If I were to be an elk, could I just wade through the fast-moving stream and potentially carry someone?
Potentially.
Have I ever seen an elk?
What is the strength score of an elk?
That's such a good question.
What?
It doesn't say on this chart. It just says speed.
Okay.
I can. What?
I'll do it real fast. It's going to be in there. It's going to be in that one. It's probably going to be 16, I reckon. But again, just double check.
Oh.
Eagle elk. Yes, an elk has a strength score of 16. Is a large beast. CL 1/4. Potentially. There would probably be a check involved to just make sure you didn't lose your footing or anything like that across the river.
Okay.
I've got it. You turn into a whale and just block the river.
That's not in the wild shapes list.
Oh, that's sad.
Giant lizard is.
Oh, giant. That's the giant.
Ooh.
I'm feeling confident about elk.
Well, you could take someone over,
Yeah,
and then I could take someone over.
let's do it.
Cool. Who fancies riding an elk, and who fancies jumping really far?
I don't mind.
Well, are either of you particularly good in the water in case this elk plan goes awry?
Are either of you smaller and lighter than the other one?
Very good point. So you're wearing armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas, are you wearing any armor, Sophie, or no?
Light.
Oh, it's better than you. You're a medium.
Yeah. Also, my strength is horrendous. I assume that would be important.
Oh yeah, maybe. Oh, your strength. Oh yeah.
If she's not strong,
Can you swim?
I don't know. Maybe I'll like believe people.
Swimming like reading is one of those skills that I allow you as a character to determine whether or not your character has. Like, oh, and in the last campaign, Abby decided couldn't read, so
You should make us
Although-
decide these things before it becomes relevant, because now everyone's going to be like, yeah, I can swim.
I actually think I should go over on your back.
Okay, let's abandon these two.
No. I can still give that. I can still get them to over.
You got to throw them.
It allows you to jump, sacrifice 10 feet of your movement to jump 30 feet.
Okay, so it's not like dependent on.
No, not dependent on anything. You could be a massive ogre, and I could keep you jumped, and you could jump 30 feet. As long as you have 10 feet movement speed, you can jump 30 feet now.
30 feet enough to get across.
JJ said the river's between 30 and 40, so I'm imagining we might just have to look for a bit that's 30 feet, but
yeah,
Right.
it wouldn't take you like more than a couple of 100 yards either upstream or downstream to find a jumpable distance.
That makes
But
sense.
if you wanted to like wade across or something like that, then that's when it gets more complicated. Malachi's going to use both. Have you got 2 spell slots, Malachi?
I get jump for free once a day.
Ah,
So I'll first cast jump on you, and you can jump over. Boing. And then I will cast jump on Sophie, and then you can jump over.
Boing.
Boing.
okay.
And then I will get on back of Elk and give Elk guidance.
Thank you. I do still have a name.
You do. I will give Mirror Elk guidance.
Excellent. What do I need to roll?
So it would be Dex Acrobatics to just keep your footing as you go across. There is a bit of an uneven surface on the bottom of the river, a few rocks and things like that, but you are absolutely fine.
Oh, and I had guidance. I haven't even rolled for that. Do you want me to roll anyway?
It's up to you.
You can keep it until you need
It
it.
lasts,
Ooh,
it
like
lasts
a
a
plan.
minute. So
Oh, I thought it was
no
10
point.
minutes.
no, guidance is a minute. Bardic Inspiration is 10 minutes.
I
Oh,
feel
that's
like we're
probably
fine without it.
Unless they've changed it, but I'm pretty sure guidance
No,
is
I
still
think
just
I
a
was
minute.
just wrong.
Also, I think the new guidance is very annoying, and I don't like it. But basically, you have to declare what they can use it on. So you can't just give someone guidance and say, here's for whatever you're gonna make. You have to be like, this is for your next X check. which I'm not a fan of because you don't necessarily know what someone's going to roll beforehand.
Well, you choose the skill, so you choose strength, dexterity, constitution,
Oh, okay.
charisma. So you could give someone a bonus to their charisma in a conversation setting, and then depending on what they say, they could use it for persuasion or deception or intimidation or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
Yeah, so you all successfully navigate and get across the river. Malachi, your boots are slightly wet, and Mira, you are
that's
very
something
wet.
good.
Very well.
But yeah, you all make it across the river. Would you like to remain as an elk for a bit? If you do, are you
Yeah,
letting
just in
Malachi
case.
remain, or are you?
Do you want to, Malachi?
so I want to remain on your back.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Good. I'm visibly pleased about that. I would have let you stay, but it would have been a bit of a bumpy ride.
However, Russell is quite happy on your antlers,
Excellent.
just perched. But as you turn back, they're just slowly come back to being on your head.
Can we see any plants in the local vicinity?
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of sort of grasses and things like that. There's a few trees as you're walking along. Fields and the like.
Are there any herbs, perhaps?
Yeah, if you want to make a perception check to be actively keeping an eye out for that sort of thing, if there is something like that, then you might spot it. 15. You keep looking around. You don't see anything at the moment. You know that often these things don't necessarily grow that close to roads, or if they do, those are the ones that tend to be the first picked, so because they're the easiest to find. So if you're looking for something, you might have to go a bit more off the beaten path. But you might get lucky. You might find something, but not currently. Not on this stretch of road.
Has it been a minute? Can I use guidance?
You feel confident that you haven't missed anything.
Okay.
There might just not be anything to find. But yeah. So, over the course of the day, Mira, you slowly dry out. Malachi, your boots slowly dry out before eventually the requisite number of hours pass and you turn back into yourself. Not much happens for over the course of the day as you continue to make your way to Shackleton. The sun, it's been a relatively uneventful day walking. As the sun begins to set and the sky begins to turn orange, as you spot the village, the town in the distance. It doesn't take you too much longer before you're in amongst the town itself. The town is much more sort of sturdier built, whereas Fenfold had a lot more kind of wood and thatch. There's a lot more brick and stone amongst the buildings here, and it's generally a bit closer set. The buildings are a bit smaller, darker, a bit dirtier, and so are the people. You can see that people seem to be a bit less moving with a bit more purpose as they move around. Indeed, several people seem to be hurrying in the same direction as you kind of enter the town. They seem to be hurrying off towards a small square or something like that. You can see in the distance there seems to be a crowd gathering around something happening in the square.
Oh, can we stop someone and ask, where are you going?
Like, yeah, we're going to the execution.
Guys, we better check this isn't Mathos.
One of those towns.
Bloody hell.
Who's
I have-
being executed?
It's Leos, the Leos, the baker for.
What did
Why?
he do?
Well, he caused a fire that killed like 3 people.
So you want to kill someone else because of that?
The person kind of just shrugged. It's like, that's
Just how it is.
that's up to the magister, and yeah,
Is this
The
someone
Magister
we know?
sounds cruel.
I mean, in a way, the amount of killers in the world is being reduced.
Wait, what
It was an
name did you say is
accident.
gonna
Yeah,
die?
we do it intentionally.
Oh yeah, was it an accident? Was it arson? That's a very good question.
I don't know. I just know they're executing him at sundown.
Who was it?
Leos, the baker.
Leos. Okay.
Yes, the
Should
baker.
should we save him? Should we save
Yes.
this dude?
Maybe.
I'm still an elk. There's many things we can do.
Unless you want to turn back into an elk, at this point you would not currently be an elk.
That would have been a weird conversation if I was.
No, I think in 5.5e you can talk as
Yeah, you
your.
Yeah, it's been too long though.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, the sun is going down. There is an orange glow in the sky, so the time has passed. But yeah, you can talk as your wild shape now.
Mm. Oh. Yeah, maybe we should look into this and see. Do we want to get our other stuff done first, or do we want to?
No, this is urgent.
Yeah, this feels like it's on a bit of a time. Well, I guess first we should probably go and find out whether it's like whether this was like a premeditated thing. Can we like go find? Are there any guards nearby the the big gathering of people?
Yeah, so you head in that direction, and you can see that there is a small gallows that has been seems to be a permanent structure. Certainly doesn't look like it was freshly constructed for this event. In any case, and on it you can see a kind of sandy-haired individual who's got his wrists bound in front of him. Just wearing kind of plain, kind of sackcloth, like shirt and trousers. Next to him, you can see that there is a tall, very smartly dressed Goliath, like grey-skinned Goliath, actually. Wearing a very sort of like fine suit and sort of coat and things, kind of standing there with his kind of hands behind his back, off to one side of the gallows, just kind of surveying the gathering crowd a little bit. And then you can see that there are 2 guards just stood either side of the individual as well. There doesn't seem to be a massive like gathering of guards and things. It just, from what you can see at the moment, there just seems to be a couple. Doesn't look like they're expecting, big trouble, but there just seems to be 2 guards.
We can cause big trouble and they won't be prepared.
I'll just go up to one of the guards and say, just out of curiosity.
So the guards themselves are up on this platform.
Oh,
with this
sorry.
individual.
Our platform. People down below.
Yeah, there's kind of there's no like fence or anything or like rope holding people back, but there's kind of an unspoken void, between.
Yeah.
if you want to
Who
approach,
would-
you're welcome to try and see how they react.
Who would know whether this man is innocent or not?
He would.
Yeah, but he's pretty biased, you know.
Maybe.
But that is quite true. Oh, yeah. Is this guy how far? So you said that this sandy haired dude,
Mhm.
that's probably the baker. He's up on the thing.
Yeah.
Can I? How far away from me is he?
Maybe like 20, 30 feet. Not very far off.
Brilliant. I'm gonna use the message cantrip, and I'm gonna, in the middle of this big crowd, sort of point to him and whisper, as big crowds crowding.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say, "Good sir," maybe not good sir, just sir. Quick question: are you innocent or guilty?
See his head, like it's just sort of like been slightly bowed during the whole thing. It kind of snaps up and like looks around. It's like, huh? Who? Who said that?
Don't worry about who said it. Just answer the question.
What's going on? And he's kind of like looking around, and you see
You
one of
you can reply in your head. Just answer the question. You don't have to say anything. I'm an interested individual.
I don't know. I don't know anything. I can't remember anything.
It's very confusing.
It's very confusing.
He's been set up.
If you can't remember anything, why are you? Or what did? Like why? If you can't remember anything, why you? Why do they think you did?
Oh, fire started in my bakery.
Ah, that would make sense. This is a Great Fire of London situation.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes.
On a far lesser scale.
Yes, on a much less scale than only 3 people.
Perhaps the pathetic fire of Shackleton.
On the other side of Shackleton, though, Samuel Pepys was still burying wine.
His wine and his cheese.
This guy.
Why is
Burying
this
his-
something we come onto every single time we play D&D?
Because the man was a man.
What do you talk
Okay.
about Samuel Pepys?
We talk
The
about
last time
Samuel
this
Pepys
came
a
up-
lot.
Ben went down a deep dive, and it distracted us for about half an hour with Ben just.
Oh my god.
And then he started reading on Samuel Pepys for like a week.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys would have been the right age, but when I was at school, there was like a Horrible Histories website.
Hell
And it
yeah.
had like games on it. Yeah, and there was one of the games at the Great Fire of London, and you like
Hell
got
yeah.
to talk to Samuel Pepys about his wine and cheese. I loved that game.
Yeah, and you would have been speaking to an absolute madman.
Yes. I told you.
I
At least he
can't.
wasn't burying his 2-in-1.
I can't remember all the weird shit he did, but there was something to do with the toilet pot, and I'm really trying to remember
He did a weird shit in the toilet pot.
that. And
With the amount of cheese and wine he had.
but yes, he also decided, oh yeah, in the middle of this massive fire, I'm not going to help anyone else. No, I'm going to
What
bury
was
all my.
he gonna do?
I don't know, get it out of there somewhere, or
He was preserving
better yet, a
history.
very rich man, get all the people under your employ to start unfiring the fire. Maybe.
That is absolutely something I can imagine a rich man saying. Jeeves, unfire this
Unfire the
situation.
fire."
I don't like it.
Exactly. Yeah. But anyway, I shan't derail. So
Yeah.
I will relay the information I've learned to the party. Of course, that it started in his place. How long have we got till sundown?
Not very long. Probably like somewhere between 20 minutes and half an hour.
Oh shit.
You know,
That when he's gonna die?
Yeah, that's when he's gonna get hanged.
Oof.
I
Can
will.
Crow
Nice.
chew the? Is it like hanging? Can Crow chew the rope?
But it wouldn't just be Crow chewing the rope. It would then be us somehow besting a bunch of guards.
There's two.
Okay, 2 guards, and then getting through a town of people who have clearly come to see this place.
But they don't
To see this.
care. They're followers. They just do what they're told to do. We can't let an innocent man die.
And
If
if
he's
not
innocent, yeah, because if
then we'll
he's
just
not
kill him
innocent, then
anyway.
we've just freed. I mean, yeah, I guess we could just kill him.
Does
Anyway.
he have any enemies?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Would anyone have done this to you, sir?
Yeah, 2 questions to ask him. First of all, I'll message him and ask, does he have any enemies or anyone he thinks that might have done it? Like, who does he think might have
I'll
done
message him like Facebook.
it? Well, I got a cantrip called
No,
message.
I know.
Heads, but also yes, I'll FB him.
He's like, no, I'm just a baker. I don't. The last couple of days have been a bit of a blur. I don't really remember anything that's happened.
I feel like someone's like put a spell on him.
Question. I don't know. I guess 3 or 4. Oh fuck! I had it in my head. What? Do you have any evidence to show that you didn't do it?
No, not really. It started in my bakery. Either I did something or I was careless about something, and they seem pretty sure that I started it. So,
And question 3: who were the people that died?
a few people in their house next door, and you can hear there's like when he says that there's like a hitch in his voice. You can hear the guilt coming across as he speaks.
Okay.
I wonder if we can find some nearby people that don't look too keen on this and turn them against it and start a sort of revolution.
Oh, good thought.
We could start a bit of a riot, couldn't we? Stop it from happening. That might be a good way to stop this. Oh, this is all happening so fast. We found a new town and we're starting a riot. Okay.
Ooh.
I do think that is a good
Can
idea.
we ask him if he can see any of his friends in the crowd, and then we can go to them and get them to.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is a very, very good idea. So, what?
Before we do that, could I try something?
Yes.
I'm just going to put that there and
Brian,
ask
I miss
JJ if this would work.
Ooh. Void
Void
glint.
Ooh.
Means the expanse of the void using the fragment of forbidden knowledge. Nice thing, ability checks to make the void advantage WPB. However, this glimpse of risk or a D20 or a 1, you experience a fleeting moment of cosmic influence, gaining a short-term madness effect. The gene discretion spell can instead provide a cryptic advice, fragmented truth from beyond. Ooh.
Could I
That's
work out if
big.
he actually did it
So you pay the difference
with forbidden knowledge?
Ooh.
Hmm. So roll a d20 for me. Let's see if you go mad first.
Oh.
So you don't go mad.
Excellent.
And then Roll me a D100, and we will see whether or not you get a glimpse. 37. You cast this spell and you try and connect with with Leos the baker somehow to gain an unknown glimpse into the esoteric, but it is not. You are not presented with any visions this time. You still have the effect, so you still gain the ability for the next charisma or intelligence check you make for the time being, but you are not granted any visions of knowledge.
Aw. So sad. Back to the drawing board.
Back to the riot.
Back to the riot. Yeah, I will ask him if he knows anyone in the crowd.
That
And
likes him particularly.
yeah, I liked him particularly.
So yeah, I know lots of people here. I mean, I'm a baker. Dozens of people have come, bought things from me.
Just because you're a baker doesn't mean everyone likes you.
Yeah.
No,
Who
but
are your
it means
friends?
he knows lots of people.
Yeah.
Who does he think would be on his side?
Yeah, who are your homies?
Yeah.
Who's your inside crowd?
Do you have any family here, or any particular good friend?
I'm actually going to make a perception check for him.
God, I hope he's very perceptive.
You see him kind of like looking around, and he's like, I guess they didn't want to see this. I don't
You
see
die.
anyone.
Shit. Okay.
How far away are they? We can go get them.
I'm wondering if, because I want to know. Well, I guess the evidence is
Maybe all of his friends
Them.
died.
maybe. I want to know. Well, I want to know what, obviously, why they're pinning it on him. But obviously, it's just because it's his bakery.
We need to
But
keep him alive to find
Well-
that out.
yeah, if he doesn't remember anything, then what's
This
the
is going to be
okay?
hard to prove.
Yeah, if he doesn't remember anything, it's gonna be hard to prove unless we figure out if the fire was for something or other.
If we save him with a riot, then we buy ourselves time to figure
Yeah.
everything else out.
Yes, that is a very good point. Okay, in which case I'll say, okay, if we want to cause a riot, I think we need to attack it from multiple fronts. I can use message to sort of whisper in people's minds that this is unfair, this is unjust. He didn't. He doesn't. He's innocent, or it's not him, or he shouldn't die. Blah 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 blah. It was an accident. Blah 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 blah. And then if you guys want to go round and actually start the whisperings in the crowd,
Am I
we
very
can
charismatic?
work as a team here.
Yes, we can work as a team. I'm not very charismatic, but it'd be fine.
Wondering,
You have something to your next charisma roll.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
if there are any
Oh.
like pets or wild animals, can I cast an animal handling check to see if I can rouse them to cause a disturbance?
Make a perception check to see if you can spot any nearby animals to begin with.
Shit.
5. There doesn't seem to be anything in the immediate vicinity. You could try kind of, going and looking for something in the nearby streets if you wanted, but that'll take you a little bit of time to potentially find something, and may or may not impact whether or not it can be helpful if you do.
I don't know what else I'm useful for, so yeah, I'll do it. I'll go search.
Make an investigation check for me then, please. 11. Okay, so while Mira goes off to look for a couple of animals that may be able to be helpful, what would the rest of you like to do?
I'm going to be using message in various people's heads around me, just as many as I can, sowing the seeds of doubt and getting people to sort of start thinking, or just hoping to get people to start thinking he's innocent, they shouldn't be doing this, by basically just messaging in lots of people's heads. Almost,
Just a bit of
hoping,
subliminal messaging.
yeah, hoping they almost think it's like their inner conscience or some shit. Using a very whispery voice, and I'm going to say, like, this is wrong. He doesn't remember anything. He's potentially innocent. This is wrong. He doesn't remember anything.
Don't say potentially.
He's innocent. We should be executing a man without evidence. Where's the evidence? Show us the evidence. What's the blah 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 blah.
I'm going to see who Malachi is like doing that to, and then try and like talk to them and be like,
oh
my God."
yeah.
So they have like subliminal messaging, and then an actual person be like, what the hell?
Make them confront their morality.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
You can be asking them like,
you could, like,
what was the evidence?
Yeah.
you're like,
Okay. So message does have somatic components. So every time you cast it, you do have to make a little.
yeah, I do. Yeah, I think the spell says I point, so I'm assuming that's what it is, and I'm just like pointing and sort of wiggling my fingers.
Okay.
He's in a big crowd.
I'm like, but I've got my big hood. It's very crowded, as you say. It's a big crowd, and I'm like, sort of disguising it in my as just being a dark.
He's just an emo boy coming to watch a murder. Come on.
Yeah, God, JJ.
Can't a boy have a hobby?
Let people love what they love.
Yeah. Jeez.
Okay. So you're trying to do this subtly so people don't know what you're doing. So can you make a stealth check for me to try and do it without being overt? And then, depending on the results of your stealth check, can you make a persuasion check to see, and the DC will go up or down depending on how covert you are.
Words cannot describe how much I miss sticks.
Mhm.
Right, stealth check. Here we go. 10.
10. So it's kind of mid, some people probably spot what you're doing, but a lot of people probably also don't.
But also, do they know, like, they can just see me pointing. They can't necessarily see, like, they don't necessarily know what I'm doing. And then
they don't
the other
necessarily
check.
know what you're doing, but some people will probably see you doing something. And if, if someone's doing something weird, it might put them a little bit more on their guard, basically. Basically, it's middle of the road, so it's not really going to sway the DC up or down.
And then a persuasion check.
And then a persuasion check to see, if you're starting to win people over 20.
Noise.
So, and you get the sense that maybe you are starting to put doubt in a few minds out there. Okay. And then what did you want to be doing, Sophie?
Going up to one of the people that sticks. No, not sticks. Oh my god. Malachi.
He's
Jesus. Kind of did the thing too, and try and create a conversation where other people around probably can hear that this person is probably going to start agreeing with me. They've been persuaded.
Okay, so you're trying to reinforce what Malachi's doing rather than recruit additional people potentially.
Well, possibly recruit around, because we're having a discussion and people will overhear. But it reinforces like the main objective.
Okay.
But it won't be quiet, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Vocalize the internal thoughts I'm putting in their head.
Exactly.
Okay. Make another persuasion check then.
With advantage. And double proficiency bonus. Okay.
That is mad.
Hell yeah.
It is a first level spell to give you advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Do you say persuasion? Just making sure.
Yes.
Oh.
Ooh.
20 plus
3
proficiency
plus 3. Or is it 2 at this level?
2. That's 22.
Okay. Yeah, so between the two of you, you do manage to start to create a little bit of a hubbub. People are kind of people are talking and responding positively to the questions that you're asking. What's Zadi doing during all of this?
Same thing.
Yeah.
You get more people.
She's not a very charismatic person, but she can try.
I mean, what have you got to get insight of why?
Are you good at performance?
No, not bad.
What
You're
are
right.
you good at?
That's a very
Medicine
good question.
and drug people. Perception.
You could be like, that baker is not okay.
Oh, you've also got message.
Fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So could you do like the same thing that I'm doing, trying to sort of whisper at people's heads? Because I had to make a stealth check for that.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing. Yeah. So do I roll
what was it? She had to roll if she's also like messaging in people's heads as I am.
Okay, so if you want to do that, it's a stealth check to try and unless you're being more open about it, but Malachi was trying to keep it undetected so that people didn't really see that, because people know, most people will recognize magic. So,
yeah. Definitely. Is that when you roll it?
Yeah.
stealth. Okay, so you're a bit less subtle about
it,
which just means that because it's not a massively overt spell. You're not doing big hand gestures and things like that. But a few people cotton on that you're doing something or other, and it just makes them a little bit more aware and defensive. So it just raises the DC of your persuasion check slightly. It just puts people up sort of more mentally on guard.
Good. Okay, so
9. So, yeah. So Sophie and Malachi have done a very good job between them. Unfortunately, outside of your efforts, the people you're targeting don't seem to be receptive to what you're saying. A few people you try and reach out to, you see Sophie kind of trying to bring into the conversation, and they seem to just shut down. Unfortunately, not very receptive to the arguments you guys are trying to raise. However, in the meantime, Mirror, you are wandering the streets, and you spot tied up outside someone's home is in fact a pair of goats.
Ooh,
And you
okay. I How well can I communicate with these goats that I need them? Like if I like let them loose, can I direct them to where I want them to go? Make them cause a ruckus?
maybe. I mean, it kind of depends on how you influence them. If you kind of just let them go, they may or may not just kind of just chill out.
I'm thinking, can I
You
like
might
usher
you
them?
yeah, you might need to entice them into some sort of excitable behavior.
Um, hmm. What do goats? Do goats eat mushrooms?
I think goats eat anything.
Yeah,
Um,
goats will eat pretty much anything.
I
Yeah.
want to entice them with some mushrooms to follow me towards the town square. And the aim I'm going for is I'm thinking if we disrupt it enough, people are going to take it as a sign that it's not meant to go ahead. They're going to be like, something's interfering with this. We're not meant to hang this person because everything's going wrong.
Okay.
Okay. I
Okay.
like that.
So you hop the fence into this person's garden and you untie the goats, and begin to try and lure them out of the garden with some mushrooms. Okay. So are you gonna give them food to try and get them to follow you, or are you gonna kind of like tease them with food to get them to chase you?
I'm gonna give them a little bit so they know how good it is,
Okay.
and then tease them with it so they want more and they follow.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, their goats will definitely accept some food initially. But yeah, make an animal handling check to entice some goats. I
Animal
cast flirt with
handling.
goat.
Oh,
16. Yeah, you
He flirts well.
Mm.
Woohoo!
you rile them up quite well. So much so that you're having to put on a little bit of a dash to escape as these goats are chasing you in earnest, and you can kind of hear, where there's like paving stones and things. You can hear the little hoofbeats like as they chase after you. But yeah, so the rest of you see this tall, well-dressed individual who's kind of been standing off to the side, begins to step forward. There's still like a murmuring and a hubbub from the crowd. He steps forwards towards center stage, hands still clasped behind his back. Pauses for a moment and then kind of frowns as the hubbub hasn't died down within the crowd. And he kind of frowns almost sort of unexpectedly, like he's not used to this reaction. And he just raises a hand to try and silence the crowd, but they are still kind of murmuring and kind of sort of murmuring and muttering.
I start booing.
Start booing. A
Yeah.
few people kind of look at you a little odd.
Elsewhere in the crowd, I also start booing.
Thank you.
How far away am I?
So you're going to arrive within the next couple of minutes.
You stop
Okay.
by.
I have a plan.
Okay. So a few people in the crowd do like kind of quieten down and things like that. And he starts speaking. Ladies and gentlemen, a few days ago we suffered a near travesty within our fine town. If it wasn't for the quick actions of a few individuals, it would have been a calamity. Due to the investigations have been completed, and due to the potential risk and danger, the culprit, and he kind of gestures behind him without looking, has been sentenced as per our laws.
What
Carelessness with
investigation? Where's the evidence?
He kind of looks a little bit perturbed at his speech, kind of that has this sort of well-rehearsed air being interrupted, and he's like,
Boo!
thorough investigations were carried out, as is always the way. No stone was left unturned, and it was deemed that the bakery was the origin, and as the only occupant and owner, he was found guilty, and thus the
Rubbish
sentence
evidence.
has been passed. Yeah. Those of you in the crowd at the moment, are you doing anything else at this time, or just kind of letting it ride?
I have
You guys all have,
2
I'm gonna say,
of
like an
something.
action or two, depending on what they are, before Mira's gonna burst onto the scene.
Yeah.
And what you do is probably gonna. Oh, for fuck's sake! Have you uploaded that?
That's so funny. How'd you add that?
I just went and found a free sound.
Oh, I can't wait for that to come back. Yes, basically, whatever you guys do now is going to have an influence on the impact of Mira's thing.
If Zardi, you keep sort of responding to his thing with questions, but in people's heads with a message. Like he's saying, like, "Oh, I've got," according to the evidence that was found, and you just was like, "That's not evidence. What about how he couldn't remember? Why couldn't he
Can
remember
we?
the thing?" You whisper that into people's heads, and then I can use thaumaturgy, and thaumaturgy is only verbal, and one of the things is phantom sound. You create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point of your choosing within range, such as a rumble of thunder, the cry of a raven, or ominous whispers. Could I make that sound booing, or I have people ominously, if I just do it sort of interspersed, could I ominously have people whispering things quite loudly in the crowd?
So I don't think you can have them, like, the whispers say anything particular. You can just have the general sort of muttering and the like. The general noise of like when someone's whispering and you can't quite hear what they're saying, so it's kind of indistinct.
Could I? Would you allow a boo? Boo. Because if I can do a rumble of thunder, that's pretty loud. I know what a boo sounds like. Or even just like ooh, ooh, just that general sort of noise of ooh, just to maybe get a couple of people riled up, so that it's more than just me and Sophie shouting. Ooh.
Roll a performance check to try and, because you're trying to make this, you're trying to put on a show of like trying to make this bigger than just you as an individual.
Could I roll it with my intelligence as my magic is with my intelligence?
Yeah, you're using a spell to do this. I'll say, performance with intelligence.
It's just an intelligence check because don't know, proficiency in performance. That is a 14.
14. That's pretty good. Yeah, you managed to kind of, make this. You do this a few times in quick succession while he's speaking, and manage to kind of get this effect spread throughout the group so that it seems larger than just you. Sophie
And
and
it has a duration of a minute as well. So I'll do it for one place for a couple of seconds, and then another place for a couple of seconds, and then
yeah,
another.
you're kind of just like pinging it around to kind of create the effect that many people are actually getting involved in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sophie and Zadie, are any of you adding anything to this?
And I kind of talk to the people next to me, like, this is like, start shouting, this is ridiculous, and where's the evidence, and
That's some bullshit.
we can't let this happen.
So you were just trying to rile up the crowd in sort of a similar fashion.
Yeah. Is anyone actually taking to this, or are they all just looking at us like we're dumb?
So, you managed to bring a few people on side and start a conversation. Without a significant action, you're probably, you may or may not be able to start a riot per se. You don't know what is imminently approaching on 4 legs.
Anyone got any tomatoes that we can throw?
Can we not make him doubt himself?
I feel like as the sort of, he could be in on it if he's the guy making the decisions.
Then we could appeal to his guilty conscience.
But yeah, so Sophie, if you're trying to do that, that's just a kind of a straight charisma check to try and bring people onto your side.
Oh no, it's just the next roll. No one cares about
it.
Yeah. Maybe you've garnered a bit too much attention and you now kind of feel like there are too many people looking at you. Would Sophie feel confident doing sort of public speaking?
No.
Yeah, so maybe there's a few too many people now looking at you, and so you start stammering your words and looking a bit awkward. And yeah, what about Zadie?
So she's gonna use message again to sort of put ideas in people, or try and put ideas in people's heads, of raising questions like Ben said. What evidence do you think with little things that do you think we're stupid? Negative thoughts.
Yeah. Okay. So that would be another persuasion check from you then to try and change some people's minds. Okay. So. Oh, great. Okay. All right. Any last things from the three of you? Any big actions
I've got embarrassed.
or spells or anything like that you want to do before I go back to Mira?
Oh shit! Didn't mean to click it. All I was going to say is I don't know if there's any torches in the area, but I was hoping to use fire play to try and brighten the torches and cause them to flicker sort of wildly to sort of, I don't know.
In the middle of the day?
No, the
sundown. No, it's near sundown. So I'm going to try and use it to sort of make this whole thing seem interspersed with the oohing and stuff, maybe just flickering bright torches and make the whole thing seem a bit more chaotic and unnerving to people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But if there's
It says
nothing
you
else,
the 3 of its effects.
Can anyone message him and get him to beg for his life so everyone starts to feel a bit uncomfortable and guilty?
Oh, that's actually not a bad plan. Yeah. I mean, if I'm doing all this thaumaturgy stuff, did you want to try that?
Yeah,
Try and make him beg for his life.
Yeah.
That makes us sound evil.
It does make it sound quite evil, but I think if he leads openly and explains his side, maybe we get
I have a
some.
wife and children.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. What do you say to him?
Is there a word for it?
I think it just says. I think it's
25
like a
words.
Is it 25 words?
I'm pretty sure it's 25
No.
words, like sending.
Target.
Doesn't say.
It just says and whisper a message, and only the target hears it. And cast a spell. Yeah, it just says
Oh,
and
okay.
whisper.
Oh, okay. You point you to the target,
Weird.
and he's like, "Here's a message," and can reply with a whisper.
Something that you could say in 6 seconds. To be fair,
Yeah.
I
You know,
But,
a short couple of sentences, probably.
yes, I guess we're trying to raise a riot. Try feeding for your life. You want to make them uncomfortable.
Yeah, he just rather dejectedly. His reply just is something along the lines of, "There's not really any point. Old Diotes has made up his mind. He's such a bureaucrat. He's not going to change it."
I message him again.
Yeah. You can send him another message, and then Mira's going to be bursting on the scene with some goats.
Cesare will respond with, "Shouldn't you at least try? If you fail, you're dying anyway, so it's better than not doing anything at all."
Okay. Yeah, make a persuasion check.
One of these has got to roll well.
They're going up.
They are going up.
13. So, yeah, so you finish that, and he kind of like, his head kind of like raises, and you see something kind of flicker in his eye. He takes like half a step forwards, and one of the guards like grabs his shoulder, and he's like, "Case, I don't remember anything that happened. I don't remember doing anything. I don't know what happened. I didn't do anything on purpose, I swear." And you see this Goliath figure just turns around and goes, "That is enough. The investigation found you guilty either by negligence or by fault." And then these two goats with Mira running up behind come bursting out of a side alley, and just create. They like slam into a couple of people. People start like screaming and like shouting, like there's a load of confusion. Several people start like shoving each other out of the way. Yeah, so the goats have created a bit of momentary panic, but it's probably not going to last long. Is anyone doing anything in this instance, or are you all just letting it play out?
I have a plan. From what angle am I approaching in terms of where this dictator is standing?
Probably, sort of a slight, like 45-degree off angle down a side street or something.
I want to launch the mushrooms directly over his head so that when the goats jump for them, they knock him down.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, make an athletics check to just accurately throw some mushrooms.
Ooh. Uh, could be
13.
worse.
Yeah, no, 13's a good sort of, would, beat a regular kind of like AC of a commoner and things like that. So yeah, you kind of throw these mushrooms and they kind of sail like beyond and past, actually like landing on the other side, like underneath. And the goats kind of like barrel through. And there's a little bit of like a substructure to this gallows and things like that. And you hear basically several pieces of wood snap as they kind of like charge through.
Oh,
And there's a bit of like chaos in the crowd and things like that. And this figure on the stage is kind of just like looking around, completely confused. And he kind of like points to one of the guys, like, "You go see what's going on. You make sure he doesn't go anywhere." And he kind of starts like, he kind of raises his hands like, "Quiet, quiet. We must have order. What on earth is happening here?"
Are the goats only underneath the thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's a bit too high for them to like fully like jump up, and the mirror's like thrown
Not
like
super athletic goats.
oh, if only I cast Jump Goat.
not leaping like not of 10-foot vertical leap goat.
Should have found some mountain goats.
But yeah, like a big disturbance has been caused. As that's so that's what Mirror's up to. Is anyone else doing anything in this instant moment of chaos or not? Just kind of controlling with what happened. Malachi, you've like made the lights all like flare, and like there's like a few lanterns and things like that.
Yeah.
Is he being held by anything?
So his hands have been chained in front of him, and one of the guards has like got a grip on his like upper arm, but the other one has now come down and he's like in this it's like he's like making his way down to investigate and possibly try and wrangle the goats.
Good.
Simple task. Okay. Do any of them have like the key for his chains?
Yeah, one of them would have let's say probably the one. Let's say the one. Say odds it's the one coming down, evens it's the one holding his arm. Odds it's the one. So it's the one coming down. Yeah, you see as he like makes his way down the little ramp. There's like a keychain on his belt.
Perfect. I'm going to cast Unseen Servant.
Okay.
And get the servant to go and steal the key.
Okay, read me what Unseen Servant can do again.
I'll put it there.
Okay.
It says it can perform simple
Mm-hmm.
tasks that human servants could do, such as fetching things, cleaning, mending, folding clothes.
Okay, so trying to steal something off a belt would be trying to steal something off a belt without being noticed would be too difficult for the Unseen Servant.
But he's invisible.
Yes, but
it doesn't matter if he's seen.
Okay, so you're just gonna send him to grab the keys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this guy is trying to deal with the goats.
Yeah, so he comes down, he's starting to deal with the goats. The Unseen Servant goes over and like takes the keys off his belt, but this guy feels the whole like motion and tugging.
He's wrestling with a goat.
Mira, do you have any uses of wild shape left?
I believe I do.
Could
Let
you
me read
also
it.
become a goat and take his keys?
I would have a lot of control over myself as a goat, wouldn't I?
You
Hold
would
on.
indeed.
The goat.
Twice. I can use it twice until I have a short or long rest, and I've only used it once since our last long rest.
If you think it would be useful, and if the group thinks it'd be useful, yeah, one thing you could do is, if he's trying to wrangle the goats, grab
Would
his
I be
key.
more useful as a goat or an elk?
Goat.
Or something
You can
small and
get
nimble?
places.
Ooh, also a valid point. Yeah, maybe
Um,
fast or I don't know.
my list. I could be a weasel.
I could send Russell to go get his keys.
That's so true.
It doesn't.
I'm gonna change what I said, and I'm gonna roll a perception check for the guard while he's wrangling goats to see if he would see what happens with the unseen servant, or see if he would
Okay.
feel what would happen with the unseen servant. Yeah, that's a 19 on the dice. So yeah,
Okay, that's fair.
He would notice something invisible is trying to take his keys,
Okay.
Could
and he shouts.
Do
He
I-
shouts out, "So there's something invisible trying to take my key."
do I see her doing this, casting this spell? Do I see sort of what's happening?
Yes, it has verbal, somatic, and material components. So the cost
Could
of time
I-
is also 1 minute.
Could I possibly give him disadvantage on that roll by sending Russell out to like fuck around with him and flapping his face and stuff?
Sure. Yeah, I will
So-
reroll with.
With goats, he's got a bird in his face.
Yeah, that's a 5. So he doesn't notice. So the unseen servant takes the key. The crowd is kind of finding its feet and things like that. A few people are just dispersing. This is gone very strangely. They don't really have an appetite for it anymore. So the crowd is shrinking. But yeah, and his keys just start floating through the air back towards you, Sophie.
Yeah. And I'll run up to grab them.
Okay, so you like run out from the crowd and grab the keys.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna make a perception check for the two guys left on the thing.
But if people are walking around to try and leave, that's also some movement, so it doesn't
Yeah.
look too bad.
They've both rolled a 9. So yeah, you do manage to go and take the keys. It's like 2 or 3 keys on a big like iron ring.
Okay.
We need those 2 others distracted.
Yes.
Fuck it. I guess I'll be a goat.
Yay!
I was also
The unseen servant gives you a boost up onto the thing.
Yeah.
Flying
Well, I
goat.
can either distract the 2 people. I can like chase them. I don't know. In a threatening
Don't
goatee
try and
sort of
headbutt
way.
them.
I was also going to say,
Yeah.
could I potentially? So you said that these goats are like banging into the sort of bottom of this old wooden crooked thing, as well.
So they kind of like smashed into like a couple of like bits and pieces. It's almost like there's a little. So if I describe it, so there's a platform at the top with a ramp up to it, supported by posts set into the ground. They're along the kind of the front underneath. There is what would be described as like a fence to sort of like contain the hole underneath and things like that. And the goats kind of just barreled through and like broke a little bit of it. So this kind of like snapping of wood is what kind of caused most of the kind of distraction.
Okay, so they've broken fence in front, not any of the posts
They haven't like gone through like one of the like solid uprights. They've gone through like a little a little like fence that's designed to sort of just keep people from like wandering underneath the whole thing.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, so there is, one guard is distracted by that. This, smartly dressed kind of, magister individual is kind of looking around, confused, not really sure what's going on. People are leaving. People are in disarray. He's not used to having his authority questioned like it has been this evening, so he's not really sure what's going on. And then this other guard is currently just holding the arm of Leos, the prisoner, at this point to just make sure he doesn't run off in the chaos.
Does anyone have a
I
way
think
out
it's
of
time for him to run off in the chaos.
Could I use thaumaturgy then to use the booming voice one? So it said you can have 3 effects up at a time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
I think we need to keep in mind we don't want to ruin this guy's life. We want, in an ideal world, he can carry on living in his village as a not
Yes.
evil person.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm gonna not have the fires going as much, and I'm gonna boom my voice, and I'm gonna shout something along the lines of, "He couldn't remember anything. This isn't fair." That sort of thing. He couldn't remember anything. This isn't fair. This isn't right. You can't just kill someone based off this little evidence.
He is an innocent man.
This is gonna really suck if we find out that he did this.
But does he deserve to die?
I mean, if he purposely burnt his thing down and 3 people died, questionable.
He looked guilty.
Yeah. Yeah, like as you boom that out, the DOT's the smartly dressed magister steps more towards the front of the stage. It's like, one man's excuse does not make a defense just because he says he doesn't remember. Guilty on deliberate or accidental, his guilt is undeniable. He was found to be at the source of the blaze. Are you forgetting 3 people have died because of his inattentiveness or carelessness?
And now a 4th person will die.
Yeah.
Can I kick the magister with my hind legs?
Oh, so you've gone full goat and you kind of burst off onto the stage. Are you pretending to be a goat, or are you gonna like talk to him as well?
I'm going for like convincing the crowd that something is happening that the universe and nature is against, and so it's rebelling. So then the whole crowd thinks like,
So you're going for you're
this
a
is
real
inherently wrong. So I'm thinking I'm a real goat.
goat. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
a real goat.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of like charge like up the ramp and round, and you want to butt this guy or kick him.
Kick him with my back legs.
Okay. Make an attack roll then.
What do I roll for that?
Have you got goat stats up?
Oh, I have some, but I don't know what they are. I've got HP and speed.
Oh, okay. So it'll be a D20 plus whatever your strength is to kick. Do we have a goat or goat equivalent in here? There's lots of giant things. Where is goat? Giant spider, giant wasp. Goat, here we go. So you have a strength of 11. You have a +2 to attack rolls. And you deal 1d4 bludgeoning damage. So D20 +2.
Oh, sorry, go on.
To try and hit this guy.
So what am I rolling? A D20?
A D20, yeah. And then you add 2 for the goat's strength and proficiency bonus.
Oh.
So it's a natural. So you go to like kick this guy, but he actually moves kind of swiftly out of the way, and he's going to try and hit you which is gonna be. Why did I close the page on the goat? What is goat's AC?
But
The goat's
everyone in the crowd has still seen this man be attacked, and so
Yes.
it might still serve its purpose.
Yes. So yeah, he's gonna make an attack against you, which is an 11. The goat's AC is 10.
Oh no.
So he does 2 damage to you, and as you like miss him, he kind of like just like reactively like lashes out with a boot and tries to kick you like off the platform of the gallows.
Can I really play on this and like bleat in fear and pain? So the crowd is like, "Oh my god, what a cruel
Animal
man! He's just
abuse.
kicked a goat."
I scream, animal abuse.
Boo!
Yeah, roll a performance check with advantage because this hurts. You know, he has
Not me.
kicked you. Yeah.
Performance with advantage. Da-da-da.
15.
yeah.
Yeah, you sell this very well. You kind of like drop to briefly like drop onto your side and then get up and like stumble off to the other side. You know, the crowd is like
The
shouting.
whole way I'm going.
There are a few people that are like, you know, that do like animals. They probably own pets themselves and things like that, and they're like, "Hey, come on!"
I mean, somewhere in that crowd is the person whose goats I've stolen. For all he knows, I could be one of his goats.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, and generally everything is just not going very well. So you see, like, you know, the chaos has caused some like, you know, quite a hubbub now. A few people have, you know, had some time to like disperse into the streets and things. And so you hear the sound of running coming from not a dissimilar direction to where you emerged from, Mirror, and you see another Goliath. This one is dressed in light armor, is like just kind of running at the head of like 3 kind of regular guards, and they burst like onto the scene, and you kind of like burst kind of like out and like survey the scene as people are kind of, you know, shouting this guy on the stage. He's kind of shouting back. They're, you know, let's see how the guard down the bottom is doing. The guard down the bottom is having a terrible time trying to grab these goats, or at least like one of them he's trying to grab, and the other one who he hasn't managed to get hold of is just off to the side and he's just nibbling at some weeds quite peacefully. But one of the ones, you know, he's just chasing the other one around, and it just keeps running like around all the different posts, and he can't catch it. But yeah, and so the Goliath that's just arrived on scene just kind of looks up and is like, "What?" And in a big booming voice, like, "What on earth is going on?" And the one on stage kind of turns and goes, "Enough, enough, enough. We shall deal with this tomorrow. Take this man back to his cell. Someone round up these pestilential goats. Clearly there is some kind of conspiracy going on. We shall interrogate him to find out what is happening. What larger operation he is a part of trying to destabilize this town."
No.
And yeah, there's the
Very-
Goliath that's, you know, he looks, you know, kind of like a ranger or similar. He, you know, motions to some of the guards that have come with him to like go and like round up the various goats and things like that. And sends like one of them to pair up with the one who's still on the gallows with Leos and escort him. He begins to be escorted away. Mira, 2 guards do start coming towards you to try and wrangle you as a goat, believing you to be a genuine goat as part of this.
I would like to run. I would like to attempt to run.
Okay.
Can I?
Yes. Sorry. Yes, Lucky.
Well, when you run, I will try and intercept and be like, "That's my goat." But do still run though.
Okay, I will.
Make it authentic.
So you can roll either athletics, or or acrobatics.
Extora.
Okay.
Because they're just going to try and grapple you. So.
Ooh. Good roll.
Nice.
The 1 and the
I'm
7
like
look
wiggly.
very similar on this dice. Is that going to show up? No, that's going to show
I
up.
can't see a thing.
No, that's.
No,
Is
you
it
have
possible
very
that
It
blurry.
was a pretty
Oh.
snafty roll.
It's either a 1 or a 7, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so you manage to evade these guards as they come for you. Yeah.
Nice. And I suppose the rest of us flee.
That's my goat.
Oh, you still going with? Okay, so yeah, you turn around.
Oh, I'm still just running after.
Oh, okay. You're going to run after the goat, going, "That's my goat."
Yeah.
You're not right. Okay.
So it will stop them from trying to chase. Carry on.
Yeah. So Miri, you managed to break away from this little square. Sophie, you run after her, screaming, "That's my goat." The guards kind of just go, "Can't be bothered. It's gone from the scene." And someone is going after it that's not them, so they're not bothered. The ones down the bottom, yeah, that's a natural 20 and a 16. So they managed to grab the other two between the various guards down the bottom. Someone comes forward to claim the goats.
Oh, good.
And they start getting a stern telling off about taking proper, care and making sure their animals are locked up and things like that. You do.
Oh, I thought you meant the goats were getting a telling off.
They might do. You do hear the word "fine" get thrown around a little bit, but generally the sun has, almost set by now. There's the last few kind of orange streaks in the sky. Lots of lanterns and things have been lit in the streets, and people have dispersed this scene to return to their homes or taverns or what have you. You can see people moving in groups of 2s and 3s. Clearly, this has been some kind of spectacle between them, and they are discussing it at length. So yeah, what dare I ask? What chaos would you like to wreak now on my nicely ordered events?
Well, I have the keys.
You do have the keys. Oh my god, yeah, you do. Like, okay, is there just one key on there, or are there multiple keys on this?
There's like 3 keys on there.
Okay.
Can we find out what religion these people believe in?
Oh yeah, good. What gods might they pray to here?
Yeah. If any of you wanted to, you could make a history check at disadvantage to try and see what you recall or maybe have known about Shackleton. If any of you have heard of it before, that might give you some insight.
Can I make a perception check to see any religious iconography in and around the area?
You can try. Yeah, that'll also be at disadvantage because it is now low light, so it's difficult for you to see very far and things like that. Yes, but that still only grants you up to a range of 60 feet.
Vision in the dark. I actually think mine's 100.
Is yours 120 feet?
Mine might be 120 feet. Hold on.
Have you got superior dark vision then?
Nope, 60 feet. Never mind. Yes, I will do. I will roll your dice with disadvantage, sir. And I will roll with a +4 to get the exact same fucking result. 13.
13. You don't see anything in your immediate vicinity at the moment, but maybe if you find somewhere to go, you can talk to some people.
Can I do the history check, or is it too late?
No, you can do that as well. That's independent. Keep that up. 9. You don't recall any information, you may or may not have heard of Shackleton. You think you've heard of somewhere, but you're not sure whether was it Shackleton or was it like Shaxford or
Chainstown.
yeah,
Shacklegram.
yeah.
Shacklegram.
So unfortunately, nothing is springing to mind at the moment.
Darn.
But yeah, you all managed to, you make it away from there without difficulty. What would you like to do?
So hear me out, guys. I have a plan,
Okay.
but it involves finding out what religion these people observe.
Why
So
don't
I'm
we
thinking-
ask someone?
Yeah, well, I'm thinking we free this prisoner, and then we leave a conspicuous note that says something religious, like we were sent here by your god. This is an unjust act. Your baker is innocent. Let him resume his work.
I'm not sure that's going to go down too well.
I don't
And I
know.
only it potentially could go down well. I'm a bit nervous to start throwing the god card around.
But people fear gods.
But people do fear gods. You are correct. But my concern is that I think if we don't prove he's innocent, he's never going to, as you said before, he's never going to have a normal life in this place. People are just going to say, people are just going to look at him and think, oh, because the god said so, you're fine. And I don't think that's really going to
That
swap.
has meaning.
I suppose it does. But also, I'm not sure how they're going to, like...
We could try gather some evidence before his next execution attempt.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking, I'm
Interview
sure if we go to maybe his bakery, people that were there at the time, we could maybe look into things like what was his day like, that, what does he remember of that day? What does he remember of, what was his bakery like? Did he have any peculiar customers? Who were the people that died? Maybe this whole thing was just to kill the people next door.
Okay.
I think there's potentially something here that could be uncovered, because then he goes back to his life. Because also his bakery is burned down. His place of work is gone.
He could have a new bakery.
He could have a new bakery, but I don't know if he's got the money to build that right now or whatever. But if he maybe is exonerated, he could get the support of the people.
It was for the insurance money.
Maybe.
If he has the support of the people, then yeah, they would feel. If we found he was innocent, they would feel guilty for cheering on his execution.
Exactly.
And then they would have to give him money to rebuild his bakery.
Exactly. But also, if he is guilty, then we'll just let tomorrow's thing happen and call it a day.
Still don't want him to die.
Yeah. These people seem pretty set on killing him if it is a thing. And also, if he purposely burned down his home and 3 people died, I think, I don't know, I think maybe it's not the worst thing if he was to,
Okay.
Disappear.
Well, let's see what evidence we can find.
Yeah. Let's see what we can find. So how do we want to find that evidence?
I have no idea.
I'm
Let's
thinking,
start at his bakery.
yeah, I was thinking he's probably being locked up again and stuff like that. He's probably quite busy right now. We can go find him later. Right now, yeah, let's go to his bakery.
Let's see if we can find what caused the fire.
Yes.
Let's not split up and look for clues.
Yes.
Let's stay together and look for clues.
And on the way to the bakery, might we keep an eye out for a temple and/or church for this potential religion idea?
And can we also keep an eye out for a boy around 16 years old who's short with dark hair.
Mm-hmm.
That too. Because after all this, I forgot why we were originally here.
Okay. Yeah. Are you just? What's your plan to find the bakery? Just gonna wander around?
Just well, look for a half burnt down building.
Actually, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah.
Good start.
But
Okay.
if we can't find it, just ask someone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoever would like to lead it can make an investigation check.
I'm pretty good with investigation. I got +6.
You go
Oh
for
yeah,
it.
you're better than me.
Yeah, 24.
24. Yeah. It's almost like an instinct, Malachi. You're just like following some sort of scent or sense. And yeah, within not very much time at all, you guys, make your way through a portion of this town. And yeah, you find that there are 3 or 4 buildings that have been completely like burned, and then maybe half a dozen to a dozen around it have some sort of like scorch marks or light fire damage that probably won't affect them structurally.
Okay. You want to look around the ruins of this place and see if there's anything indicative that might have caused the fire or caused him to lose his memory somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
Anything in the remains of this place. Can I make another investigation check?
Yeah, you can make an investigation check as a group. So someone can make it with advantage, or 2 people can make it individually.
What should we do?
Statistically, I think it's better if Ben does it with advantage.
That's a good plan.
Okay.
I'm so clever when I say the word statistically.
Oh,
I take that back.
oh, but it's fine because one of you guys gave me guidance, yeah?
Yeah, I did. Did you not hear?
Yeah. Fuck.
Damn it.
That does not help. You don't have to have at that one. That's fine.
14.
That was
So,
cheeky.
yeah, I mean, you're looking around, but it becomes pretty clear, like, there's not anything to find here. There's buildings, you're not even sure which one is the bakery out of these buildings. Eventually you do figure it out by what the remnants of what looks like a big stone oven kind of in the middle of a building.
Smells toast.
Toast.
Yes, the smell of toast. But yeah, like you can see that clearly many people have kind of been through this and over this post fire. If some of it is still wet from clearly where water was used to try and control and put out the fire. Yeah, there's nothing that you can find that's giving you any sort of indication about what happened. It's just too muddled by all the post fire activity for you to be able to determine anything that happened pre or leading up to the event.
Okay. Got nothing here. Maybe
We'll ask the surrounding buildings.
Yeah. Yes, that's a good idea. Could knock on some doors and ask. Yeah. Knock on the next available door to his. Obviously not the one right next door, because the one next door to that, maybe.
Yeah. You knock on the door, and it is answered by a dwarf. Looks to be in his, sort of 40s, 50s, something like that. He kind of looks at you and kind of just, what do you want?
Hello. We are doing a little bit of investigating into the fire that happened here recently. We just wanted to know what you might know about it.
Aye, well, it was 4 days ago. The bakery caught fire and burned down a few houses.
When did it catch fire? Like, what kind of day?
The evening time.
Mm,
Would it
Would the
usually
bake-
have been by then?
Yeah.
Dios often does. Bit of a nightmare, really. Just going to bed and there's this delicious smell of cooking bread just wafting through the air. Makes me right peckish, it did. But yeah, it's he'd often bake in the evenings, ready for the next morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Had you seen him that day? Did he seem normal?
That day, no, I saw him maybe the day before. He seemed all
And
right.
what was
A bit. He was busy, as he often is, but
Did he have any regular customers you're aware of, or any help there? Did he have anyone that helped him?
No, he ran it all himself. No help. I mean, lots of regulars, kind of all of us up and down. He kind of gestures out the door at the various houses in the vicinity. No sense walking halfway across town when you've got it right on your doorstep.
Sensible. Was he a nice man? Is he a nice man? Sorry.
Hmm.
He's not dead yet.
Yeah,
Yeah. What did you think of the man?
nice enough. Good fellow. Never put his thumb on the scale, so to speak. So
We wouldn't kill anyone.
I don't think he would kill anyone intentionally, but everybody makes
Who-
mistakes, and they seem to think he'd done it. So
Who died?
that would be um, you can see like it kind of weighs a little heavy on him as well. He says that was Lydia Ferrers and their son Jeremiah.
And where did they live? Where were they when this happened?
They live next door.
And the fire was in their house?
Yes.
How do we know that the fire didn't start in their house?
I don't know. I'm not an investigator. I'm not
Mm,
not proficient with magic. I don't know. I'm not as I say, I'm not an investigator. I just, that is just what they found.
Because how did it kill them but not him? It was
That's
in his house.
that's a really good question.
Yeah.
Did we see on him? Actually, that's a very good question. Did we see on him any like burn marks, scratches, anything like that?
You didn't see, but he was wearing long sleeves and long trousers, and no one thought to
Uh,
look at the time.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah, but your face is like always uncovered, so you'd think there'd be something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you burnt his arm or his hand or something like that, then you wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah, but if a room is on fire, you think you'd get your face a bit.
Maybe he wasn't even there.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he doesn't remember. Oh, I think we need to find out what he does remember. Because if he doesn't remember, where does he think he woke up?
I think he was under some kind of magical trance.
That's what I'm thinking as well. I'm thinking he was under some potion effect or
He's been
trance.
manipulated.
Yes.
A case study.
Yes, the plot thickens. Do we want to go speak to him then?
We would have to
Um,
sneak in, I presume.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
assuming the cell might have access to an outdoors. Like it might have a window.
That's
There.
true.
We could possibly talk
Get
to.
Crow to go have a look.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking maybe Mira could go because she could speak while she's an animal. And she could be like a little lizard or something.
I've
Climb.
run out of wild shape.
Damn it! That's fine. We could short rest
We could short rest.
because I could also get my spell slots back then.
If you got your spell slots back, we could message. We can do
I can
anything.
do that. I can do
We've got
that.
so many options.
We do have many options. Yes. So did we want to go speak to him now, or did we want to short rest first?
I think we're going to have to short rest.
Yeah, I think we could short rest first because that might also be like an hour after everything happened. It might calm everything down. Waiting an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they said he was going to go get interrogated. Maybe that's already, maybe that'll be done as well. He'll just be back in his cell for the night. So, yeah, if we go take a short rest at a nearby tavern or something, and chill out for an hour.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Get back
So, yeah. You want to try and find a tavern. So it's not too difficult. The streets are fairly quiet at this time. It being after sundown, most people have headed back to their homes and things like that. Or if they haven't, they have headed to some sort of establishment for entertainment. Yeah, probably given where you are, the first one you come across is like an inn which is called the Dancing Donkey. It looks, I mean, it looks like a cheap drinking house. It is low ceiling, kind of dirty stone building. There is a lively kind of chatter coming from inside. If you would like to go there, you can, or you can look for somewhere, maybe slightly posher, slightly different, somewhere just different in general. It's up to you.
I think this sounds quite pleasant.
Yeah, this will do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you make your way inside as you push open the door. The noise level elevates, and yeah, it is just this kind of raucous chatter. There are people laughing, things like that. There's a big fire going in a hearth. Yeah, and yeah, there is just a kind of a middle-aged human man, kind of beginning to bald. You can see where he's got his back turned, and he's pulling some drinks and things from some barrels. You can see the beginning of a bald spot emerging on the top of his head. But yeah, he kind of pulls a drink from a barrel, turns around, exchanges money with a customer. Yeah. Yeah, if you guys want to just settle in for a short rest, if you want to get any drinks, if you want to talk to any of the locals.
I don't need a short rest, so I will talk to people.
I mean, you can talk to people.
Find out what religion they are.
Things like that.
I mean, there's nothing for me to short rest.
Okay.
I'll just chit chat.
All right. Yeah. What do you want to talk to people about? What do you want to ask people?
About the baker.
they know him.
Yeah, so you guys like find a table. There's a couple of people the next one over. So like one of them one's probably like a couple. Just like, probably like a regular maybe like one's a human and one's an elf. And the woman's like, oh yes, we knew Leos. He was a good lad. Yeah, used to get my buns from there.
He did.
Abby, can you find out
Any?
what? Did we find out what religion they are yet?
Who do you pray to, my guy? Praise be.
Yeah, it's quite a forward question. See how they take it.
Sorry.
Yeah, you see the man, like the woman's kind of, she's quite talkative, but the man's a bit sort of like reserved, and he kind of just sits back in his chair. She's like, "Oh well, me, I like Sinope. I've always enjoyed the just the wildlife and things like that. Just well, maybe not so much the wildlife, but the land itself, the mountains and the things like that, the rolling hills. If I don't get out and about every now and again from the town, I just don't feel myself. And it's always nice to think that there's not going to be any earthquakes when he kind of like leaves it when Gerald's underground, down in the mine. So
Down in the mines, Jesus Christ.
Oh, the mines.
Okay.
So. What about you? What about you? Who do you pray to?
I don't pray.
Oh,
personally.
come now. You gotta have a little something, just maybe not
No.
every day, but when things go a little bit bad, if you're
I just talk to
God
my
forbid,
cat.
like your mum gets ill or something.
I just talk to my cat.
You talk. Oh, well, okay. What's your cat called?
Grumbles.
Oh, it's an adorable name. Is he? I bet he's fluffy.
Oh yeah, it looks like he's been dragged through a hedge backwards. I love him. He's so
Where is
dumb.
Grumbles?
He's at home.
He's at home.
Yeah.
See. I see.
He loves Grumble. It wouldn't have been a good idea to bring him on a field research.
I don't know. Cats are pretty wily.
He's a bit lazy.
Oh. Yeah, first. So you pray to the goddess of the mountains and
Oh yes, Our Lady Sinope, goddess of the mountains and things like that,
lands.
and the earthquakes and the sea.
Would you say that's the main religion of the people around here, or is there another sort of?
I wouldn't say that. I don't know whether that's the main religion. I mean, we are a mining town after all, so people, I think here they kind of tend to favor Foom. Fire and metal and craftsmanship and things like that. With all the ore and various bits that we pull out of the ground.
Okay. Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Do you happen to know the people that were living next door to the Or has this already been asked? I apologise if it has. But
No, I only asked about the actual bloke.
yeah, did you happen to know the people who were living next door? Did you know who they were, what they did?
I didn't know them personally, but I heard their daughter. You know, thank the gods, made it out all right. She's been taken in by the church with nowhere else to go at the moment. I hear apparently they've got some family over in one of the nearby towns. So a letter's been sent. So hopefully someone will be there to look after her. Otherwise, I guess old um, Father Antuli will take care of her for now.
Okay.
Father Antuli, what's he like? Who's he?
He's the head priest at our little church that we've got here.
Is it a church to a specific god, or is it sort of a general church to?
No, we don't have anything like we're a bit small for multiple temples here, so we just have the one, and people come and they say their prayers to whoever they feel like.
Cool.
Very inclusive. Well done.
Okay. Oh, what? The head of this town, or were you at the execution earlier on?
Oh no, I can't stand the things.
There was a Goliath man stood up, speaking to the town. Would that be? And I'll just describe him as I saw him. I'll say, would that be the captain of the guard, the head of the town? What was his?
That's yes, no, that would have been old the old magister Diotes.
Okay. What's he like? What's his deal?
Bit of a busybody, I suppose. Big bureaucrat, and then kind of like this is where her husband kind of gets involved again. Massive pain in the arse. It's like,
Cool
Like-
one.
And maybe we can start a slow revolution.
if I've had a day
Hell yeah.
where we've got a solid day's work done without something going wrong or doing something we're not supposed to or breaking some sort of rule, I can't remember it.
So would you say he's fairly quick to judge on things?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, you want to talk to Tecia, really. She butt heads with him most of the time. Runs the mines, but she's got a way of managing him. Gets on all right with Orion as well. So between the two of them, they kind of keep us on track, so to speak. Yes,
Interesting.
yes, that man's head's so far up his own ass he can taste his own tongue.
Maybe we should talk to
Interesting.
her. Get some intel on how to deal with him.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Do we want to go speak to her first or him first?
Her first.
First. Okay.
It might prepare us for whatever is to come.
Assuming we spend the next hour chilling out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Place
Yeah,
the
you spend the
food.
next hour there. You know, the sun's gone down. Over the course of the hour, a few people drift in, but more people drift out, and it starts to quieten down by the time you come to the end of your short rest.
Cool. In which case, yes, we up and go then.
Is she going to be asleep? It is like 1 a.m. Is it better to disturb the prisoner who isn't going to get as mad at us.
I mean, we might be speaking to her anyway. I mean, when they said they were going to deal with this tomorrow, I guess we don't know. Yeah, let's go speak to him because we can also maybe then find out whether when he's being hung next, which might be a good idea. Because then maybe we can go to sleep, wake up, start things out on a new day, sort of thing, or keep things as they are now. So yeah, let's go to him.
Okay. Just make another investigation check to try and navigate this town, as it is dark and unfamiliar to you all.
Are we all doing it?
26.
Malachi's done it with advantage. Got a 26. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't do it with advantage. I need to remember to turn that off.
Yeah. So, once again, Malachi, you seem to have an uncanny sense of direction in this place, guided by some spirit or force, maybe, or maybe just some sense. But yeah, you very quickly manage to find the building. You spot, this. It's kind of off to one side, but it's this not very large, building, but it's got this large sort of like circular or like small sort of squat circular stone tower that's maybe 3 stories tall, and then kind of coming off the side of that, it's got a like slate roof 2-story building next to it that looks to be some sort of like police station or equivalent. And you can see that like the tower, the little 3-story tower, has like narrow windows which have they're about maybe sort of like 8 inches across or something like that, and then they have like a central one bar down the middle, and then a bar running across horizontally as well.
Okay. We need to figure out where he's staying.
Use Crow.
Yeah, can I get Crow to fly around the edge of the tower and basically peer into the windows
to
see who might be in there, and if you can see the
Yeah,
guy.
it doesn't take long. Most of the windows are dark. There's a couple that still have like candles lit, and going around. Crow is quickly able to recognize Leos in his cell.
Okay. Is he very high up? How tall is this tower?
Roll a d6 for me. Let's find out what floor he's on. 1 to 2, ground floor. 3 to 4, first floor. 5 to 6, second floor. 1. He's on the ground floor.
Oh, thank fuck for that. Sweet. Go wander over to his window, and are there any guards like looking around outside his window? Anyone outside?
Yeah, so there would be like a couple of guards just kind of like out the front of the building. Probably like one out the front, and maybe like this whole area is probably like has like its own like fence. Probably like a high like wooden fence. This whole like compound, so to speak. So there's probably like 2 guards to get past to get in. There's probably like the whole compound is like fenced off, and there's like 2 guards on the gate to get in, but there's no guards actually like on the exterior of the building itself.
Okay, so we need to get past the 2 guards on the compound gate to get into the exterior to be able to talk to him.
Yes.
Okay. Anyone have any idea on how we can get past these 2 guards?
No. I mean, I can wild shape again, so I could wild shape into something small and sneak past and then go talk to him.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
Sneak in.
probably a great best idea.
Yeah.
yeah, quite a good idea. I could maybe get Crow to almost like deliver you over the fence if
Yeah.
you're very small.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe like a rat?
yeah, 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 yeah. That could work quite well. I could almost actually get Crow to just almost like deliver you to his window. So then you could
Yeah,
just
that's
through
what I
the
was
bar
thinking.
window as a rat, and then
Yeah.
be in and talk to him. And then I don't know how far away from the like wall exterior gate to the wall is it?
You're like 20 feet. It's not massive.
Okay,
You know, they don't
because
have like a big expansive ground around this thing. It's kind of been like put in the middle, and then there's like a little gap around to just probably to just stop people just wandering up without reason. But it's not, you know,
because
it's not like a massive, you know, it's not like a massively high like security fence or anything like that. It's just more of like a
okay.
dividing thing.
Okay, because message states that you can cast this spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it is behind the barrier. Magical silence, 1 foot of stone, metal, or wood, or a thin sheet of lead blocks the spell. So could I theoretically almost like sort of stand next to the wall and message her so she can keep us abreast of what he's saying and what's going on? And if we have any questions we could ask, I could almost message them to her as we find out information.
Yeah, that would work. To act as a mirror, to act as like a conduit between.
Yeah, yeah. So you could be like, the main questioner. We would just, be finding out information secondhand from you. I think that could work pretty well.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. We're a very infiltratey group. This is great.
I'm really not. I'm
But
just
kind-
like,
you're here for when it all goes wrong. And we need backup.
You're also
Or-
here to
Yeah.
boo.
Indeed. Cool, yeah. So if you want to do that, yeah. So I'll get Crow. If you turn into a rat, fly you over, deposit you at the window.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Look.
Hello.
So yeah, you get deposited on the windowsill, and you can see like Leo is just kind of sat. He just seems to be a little bit like transfixed by the candle that's like on the. He's like basically like sat on the floor and like next to it, this like makeshift, it's like hard looking sort of wooden bed, just kind of like just staring almost like transfixed like at this candle as it slowly
Oh no.
burns down.
He's a pyromaniac.
And yeah, he kind of starts when you talk, and he kind of like turns and like looks around you, like kind of like peers like almost like towards the door, like looking for the source of the voice.
We're here to help you. I'm on the windowsill.
He looks around, like, what? Huh? Who's that? Who's there? And he kind of gets up, like basically like ignores you and like goes to the windowsill and is like trying to like see as far. Who's there?
Look down.
And he looks down. It's like looks at you. It's like, what? What? That's. I'm going. I must be going mad. Fear has made me insane.
We believe that you're innocent, and we want to find out what happened so we can prove your innocence.
You're just a rat.
Earlier, I was a goat, and I kicked the magister.
That was you?
It was me. And we need you to tell more. We need you to tell us more about what happened when in the night of the fire.
Why are you doing this?
That's a really good question.
I
We don't like to see innocent people suffer, and we really feel
Yeah.
strongly that you're innocent.
That's
power to the
I wish
people.
I had your confidence. I'm not sure that I didn't do anything.
But
Really
it doesn't
not
sound
help.
like you did anything of your own free will.
Well, I mean, I don't. Were you the one talking to me in my head before?
That was an acquaintance of mine. I wouldn't go so far as to say friend.
Right. Well, as I told them, I don't really remember anything that happened over the last sort of few days. Don't remember anything that happened from that night either.
Do you remember anything strange from the days before you seem to have lost your memory?
Um, not, no, not really. All fairly normal. Um, some flower wasn't a flower delivery hadn't arrived, which was meant business was a little slow. I had to sort of ration it. But no, I was winding down for the evening. Everything I'd taken um almost the last batch was in the oven, I think, and I was just sort of doing the kind of wipe down and clean up that I normally do, and I went out. I heard a noise, and I thought maybe someone had come for a late request. It happens from time to time. A few people who live nearby, they um kind of they say they get peckish as they're going to bed, and the smell, I'm things. So they do occasionally knock on the door out of hours, so to speak, and I thought I heard someone outside, so I went to have a look, and there wasn't anyone there. Um, I thought maybe it was like a cat or something moving around, and um, he kind of like scratches his head. He's like, it's all fuzzy. There was this something in the dark, I think. I thought it was a cat, maybe it was a rat or something, I don't know, but there was something, and that's kind of all I can remember. I went to go and see what it was, and then
Mm.
and then
Hmm.
fire, and then yeah, then everything was just on fire. I was in the middle of the shop, and the oven had just gone up. There
That's
was way too much in it, and I just I ran for it. I ran, and then I woke up here.
I would say it does sound like you remember some strange things.
Cat or a rat?
Does anyone have any questions for the nice man?
Yes. The shipment that never came. Did he ever find out why it never
Did you find out why your shipment never came?
No, it was just late. Normally it arrives, you know, uh, on time. I've not had problems with it,
Where
but
does it come from?
It comes from one of the mills. I think upstream. Um, there's a river near the town, and there's a water mill on one of the hills nearby. People take their corn is it? Oh, their grain up there, and that's where it's ground.
Is that where this other guy's? No, that's not where the other missing shipment was from, is it?
He was expecting a shipment from Shackleton.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
Cool.
they're a mining town,
Probably.
and so he was expecting ores and things like that to be delivered, so he could do smelt to make metal work.
What's with all these missing shipments?
That's right.
Okay. Do
Maybe
we
this
have anything? Oh, sorry. Go on.
maybe this mill is worth checking out then, because he said it came late. It did arrive. Yeah.
It never arrived. It was 2 days late.
Right. It
So
never arrived.
it was 2 days late by the night of the fire.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Maybe
May
we
have
should
been delivered in
say-
the meantime. That's something you could potentially look into, but yeah, you could check out the mill.
Did they say
we-
one person survived from
Yeah,
the
like
neighbor?
a little girl.
Yeah.
Maybe we should try and talk to her.
Yeah, and also the outside area where he said that there was a noise or something. Maybe investigating that area might also be worth something. Maybe we could find, because if it was outside, there's a chance that it wasn't damaged too badly by the fire. So maybe we could see if anything was up, if we can find any evidence of any rodents or something or other, or potentially non-rodents like small beasties and creatures.
Have any bones on it?
Final question. Well, I don't know if it's final question, but certainly last question I can think of. When are you next being executed? Is it tomorrow at dawn? Again.
When are you next being executed? When is your execution scheduled for?
They haven't told me, but I guess tomorrow evening again, if they're satisfied with everything I've told. I mean, I don't know anything. There's no like. DOT seems to think I'm now part of some conspiracy. I don't know anything. I'm not part of anything.
We're going to save you. Rest
Yeah.
assured.
If you're innocent.
Unless you did start a fire on purpose and you're lying to us. And I like stare at him with my beady rat eyes.
Yeah, exactly. If I did, I don't remember. I mean, oh, the only other thing I've got, and he like kind of like pulls one sleeve like out of his shirt and like lifts it up to show you. I've got this like weird like bruise or like tattoo or something. I don't know. I've never had. No. He's got like a mark on like the side of his chest that kind of just looks like an inky spot or something like that.
Is it the aliens?
Yeah.
Oh my
Probably
god!
is as well.
That's what he saw. It wasn't a rodent. It was a fucking face.
Alien.
What do
It
they
was
call them
one
in
of the
Aliens?
aliens. It took over his body and burned the place down.
It's all coming together.
Oh my!
And it's now laying dormant within him.
That's actually a fucking twist. Okay. Wow.
But we can still save him. We just need to find out how.
Yes. Yes, we need to prove. Well, the only way of proving him innocent now is telling people and saying, hey.
But then they'll think he's possessed and they'll kill him because they're scared of him.
Oh, yeah, unless we can get the alien out of him. We probably, yeah, there's probably nothing we can do there. Oh, yeah, this is very weird because the last people that we saw had, they were like, zombified sort of thing. They were taken over. So this is potentially interesting in terms of he's seemingly sentient,
Yeah.
unlike the last people. So are they learning to like leave people be and be dormant and stuff? And if it's inside, oh man,
How can we do a sort of alien exorcism?
that's a very, very good question.
Maybe we should just take him with us.
What can
I think
anyone?
that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think we want to keep this on the DL until we can learn more. Oh, but there's not enough time to go back to the crash site and find.
That's what I mean.
Because we could. Oh fuck. We could like go back to the crash site, get the bodies of some of these aliens, come back, and show them, hey, this is what's happened. My book. I wrote down loads of information about these fucking
That
aliens.
is true. But if we tell them there's like an alien in him, they're just going to kill him.
Yes. So we need some way of getting the alien out of him. Anyone here a surgeon?
Maybe
Oh,
we
good.
can appeal to the priest.
Oh, could we perform like an exorcism?
I don't know if it would work.
I don't know if it'd work, but I mean, if exorcisms can get demons and devils out, maybe. No, it's different. They're like spiritual, weird things. This is like a physical thing.
Make a religion check for me.
Gladly, because I'm actually really good at religion. Fuck.
10. It might. There's a part of you that thinks it might work. It certainly had possession adjacent characteristics on the boat, on the airship. Whether or not it like an anti-possession type thing would work, you don't know, but it has similarities.
And in my indecision, I decide that maybe then the next port of call will be going to the priest and asking if, we can, if he can do that kind of thing. And also, I'm thinking, how long did it take us to get here?
From Fenfold,
Yeah,
just a day.
a day.
So yeah, you left in the morning and you arrived in the evening. So you spent
And from the crash site to Fenfold.
that was about a day as well.
Okay, so we're talking.
It's probably more like half a day because you guys, with the various things you did between, like, you walked a little bit to find Cadmia and Maxine and things like that. So it's probably
So we're talking
half a
about
day.
what is provide evidence.
Yeah, if you want to go back
Solid.
to the crash site, it's probably going to be like 3-day round trip.
Yeah. Okay, in which case we're looking at, probably this priest is the best option right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, unless you've got any more questions for Leos at this time, or there's anything you guys want to do, this night, I say we call it there for a session, and we'll pick things up the next day. With you guys all having a long rest.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
And one of the things that when you all wake up, you all feel extra healthy and extra strong and extra wise as you all level up to level 3.
No way.
Oh, I've got so much shit to do.
Yeah, you guys haven't been in that much combat, but you've done a lot of investigating. You found interesting ways around problems and things like that, so that all warrants credit. Not everything has to be solved with violence. So yeah, you guys have found some. Shackleton's a relatively big town, so You guys
We
have all
found the
made...
D&D loophole of inciting a riot gives double XP.
So yeah, and I don't want it to feel like a grind for you, too slowly, but first few levels will come hopefully relatively quickly, so you guys can enjoy your level up.
Woohoo!